Hold on tight, it's a roller coaster ride this week with vandals attacking, broken equipment, 3 new sites, and we give you a sneak peek into our new service. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean, let's see behind the cleans. Sunday the 19th of November. Week hasn't even started yet and we've got our first issue to deal with. One of the vans has had the driver's side window smashed in overnight. So thanks very much, you mindless hooligans, just disrupting things, costing us money for nothing. Nothing was stolen inside or out the van, cab or rear of the van. Just seems to be a random act of mindless vandalism from some knobhead, basically. But it means obviously we've got to get it sorted, we've got to get the window repaired and replaced and get it secure again and safe to use. So joys for a Sunday. Monday the 20th of November, on my way to the office, but I am running significantly late. I've been thinking lately about my own well-being and listening to a lot of people telling me that basically I need to get more rest, I need to get more sleep. I tried to mix up my routine and get up later, do some things a bit different and swap some things around and just start a little bit later and stuff like that. It hasn't worked for me, to be honest. It really hasn't, and I think that is the thing. You've got to do what works for you. I'm heading into the office. They'll be well under the way with all of the bits they do. Technicians today have got a full-on day across the board. We've got lots of extractor systems to do. Lee has got a commercial carpet clean to do, and we also have Kyle in the office filming some content for the new service that is going to be launching very, very soon. So we're going to give you a little bit more of a sneak peek on that and behind the scenes on that one as well. If you've already figured that out, or you can figure that out by the footage, drop us a comment, let us know what you think it is, and the first person that gets that right, we're going to send out some specialist spot stainer for you as well. Be very intrigued to see if you can figure that one out. On the contract side, I need to have a catch up with Ashley this morning. We've had a few grumblings about some bits and pieces within the team and over the last few weeks, and there's been some things that have happened over the weekend which I think has forced a decision from Ashley. So I want to have a catch up with her and see what it is, and we'll also get an update on the whole van window situation and where we are with that, because that temporary repair just basically looked like sticky back cling film to me. It's not much of a temporary repair. So yeah, lots to do today. Cheeky bastard.
I'm joking.
You are going to have such a shit job, mate.
Half an hour average job. End of Tennessee, 45 minutes.
I've spoken to the repair guy for the other van. He said he'll shuffle some things around to get that one in for a repair straight away. All we got to do is drop it off to him. He can replace the door, and then he says no charge for the window. Yeah. Not that you would have been charged for that, by the way, just to put your mind at rest.
That's what kept telling it to me.
So what are you doing then? You swap in Damien with this one then instead?
Yeah.
So
you're going to have to choose mine.
oh my god.
But what you could do is take mine in tonight.
How much petrol you got in yours? Please tell me you have petrol in yours. I'll have to go petrol station again.
No, I've got petrol in mine.
Right, how are you getting on?
Yeah, good.
I may as well get the rundown on this quickly.
Oh yeah, you might as well swap over.
All you've got to do is just log in to...
Okay.
I've just logged her out, so just log in like you would on any other one.
I'll bring my van over.
With the photos.
Yeah.
Or you can bring your van
If you
over.
did, then feel free to give me a call back or So we're here today at Kerry's Foods down in Portbury. We're doing a commercial carpet clean of the hallway and the meeting rooms. So we've done half the room so far. It's come up really, really nice. So we've got a few like black spots, tea, coffee, probably a little bit of food maybe. Rubber soles off feet, off the chairs and tables. As you can see, there's a bit by the door here. So far, good job. Lots of black marks all over this floor. Tea, coffee, that has all come out. Big black marks around by the door areas there was, they've all come out. Also got the corridor area that we've done, looking good. Once it dries, it will look even better.
So Kyle is here. Say hi, Kyle.
What's up? Look at these.
Kyle's setting up to do the footage filming and the practicing, like I was alluding to earlier. So just a quick sneak peek there. Tuesday, 21st of November. It's basically setup day. Going to pick Ashley up now, and then it is setup meetings at three different sites. We've got Synoptics, we've got the Co-op, and we've also got Rocket Rentals. Busy day today for myself and Ashley, and a busy few weeks to get them all set up, get them up running. We're already getting a good head start with them, well on our way. But yeah, let's go and have a look around. Morning, you alright?
Yeah, I had a look at your... So I know we won't have our marketing meeting until later.
Yeah, I just thought I'd give you a ring just to give you that heads up really and see how you were getting on and whatnot. We will very quickly go through the stats. We don't need to spend as much time on it as we have been. We need to talk about the commercial strategy that I've got going on. I also remember you saying that there was something that you wanted to pitch to me.
It's kind of a dramatic change and I don't know if you'd be up for it, but I can still pitch it.
Okay. How long will it take you to pitch it? Without any discussion around it, because you can't.
Yeah.
You can't predict that.
Yeah. 10-15 minutes.
Okay, all right, let's do it then. I mean, I do want to make sure that we've got a good long-term plan in place. I don't want to keep flip-flopping. One of the reasons I say that is because I want to talk about shorts as well.
I did see the TikTok video you sent me.
I thought it really laid it out as simple as anything. Put that in the back if you want, Ash. Yeah, so we'll have a catch up about that as well. If there's anything else you need, let me know.
I've been trying to mix it up in the titles by being a little bit weird. We could hook people in that way as well by throwing like some things that really intrigue people. I don't know, like if we opened with foreplay expert something to hook people in at the start of this week.
That was obviously the intention anyway. But
I would hope the stuff that comes out this week will do better, to be honest, because I spent a bit more time on that last week.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. I mean, it all takes time, doesn't it? We've been talking about this the last 2 or 3 weeks, but it takes 2 or 3 weeks to filter through. Because we're always working ahead. So
I know that I didn't focus on the product on that short I showed you. I just wanted to show off the explosion.
I didn't realise that's what you were showing me. Yeah, the explosion I thought was really good. I mean, that was really catching. I was more focused on the fact of, am I selling myself or am I selling the fucking Hoover?
Those ones where I think I focused on the style over substance.
Yeah. But we'll catch up this afternoon and we'll run through those bits and pieces. Please just make a note of those topics that we've just said we're going to run through though, because I've already forgotten. By that silence, okay. I'd say you have as well. We'll do the stats very quickly. You're going to pitch your idea to me and we're going to talk about shorts. I think that was about it.
Yeah, there was a commercial plan you said about as well.
Yeah, the plan for the commercial services, yeah. Alright, I'll catch you later on.
Okay, I'll catch up with you later.
Cheers then, bye.
Van's due tomorrow.
Back tomorrow?
No, due in tomorrow, not today. So I said, well, I'm going to leave it here now and I'll kill him when I see him. He said, yeah, I'll ring him in a minute and give him a stick as well. so it won't worth me taking it back.
So we're at Synoptics. Synoptics works with the government in defence, and it's all very hush-hush, so I'm afraid we can't actually show you inside. This is the main building. It's a nice site. Okay, they moved in a year ago and they've completely restructured the actual building inside, modernised it, so it's very nice furnishings, very nice fittings. And yeah, it's very good. Apparently they've got a £5,000 coffee machine, so we'll see how we get on maintaining that one to keep it clean and empty of coffee grounds. Right, over the cot. So there we have it, great little rural convenience co-op store there. First of many, hopefully. So we've been working with this contractor now, we've been working with this franchisee of the co-op who have a number of stores, and we're hoping to obviously prove ourselves with these and roll them out. The issue they've had in the past is obviously not having enough support. Again, especially in rural areas, the issue is that they don't have they can find a local cleaning company, but they don't have the backup staff, the support staff, to basically provide support when things go wrong or things happen, which is exactly the same issue that we've just found out over at Synoptics as well. When you're over there, it's always the same issue. If you're paying a contractor, if they go sick or they want holiday, you need to be able to provide support, and not enough companies do it because that costs money. Simple as that. So, but a great store, looking forward to working there.
Years. The microwave does need cleaning. That's obviously not great. The fridge here does need cleaning. I mean, probably weekly, I guess. But I don't know. I'm happy with whatever. And other things I can discussing. Maybe once a week. Yeah. Maybe there's a few things that could be once a week. Just
there we have it. Rocket Rentals, all set up, ready to go. Again, same issue. The cleaners don't want to be consistent with their timings, they want to move it around, and it is consistency. It's a tough site, it's a rental site, there's lots of mud, lots of dirt, dealing with it all the time. You need to know what you're doing, you need to have the right tools for the job, the right structure and everything else. So yeah, good site visit, looking forward to getting that up and running. They want it started as soon as possible because their last cleaner didn't give a lot of notice, just basically dropped them in it, so they're having to maintain it themselves. So we'll get it up and running as quick as we can and get going.
I don't know, it was just a tactic that I thought enabled me to capture more content, bit of B-roll footage. I absolutely hate that phrase, by the way, just because I tend to overuse it. But yeah, bit of B-roll footage if nothing else. If I film it in time lapse.
Quite impressive that you. I didn't know you knew the technical term for that. So.
That's very patronising, but thank you. That's fine. Right, so topics for today. Should we start at the top and go with stats?
As you can imagine, things did drop across the board. Literally just for that reason that short didn't pick up and any more views.
Yeah, but yeah, we were never going to sustain that amount of reach. What I will say, and I don't know if you've seen this, if you look at the average amount of views per post on Western or Gloucester and you compare it with Bristol, they are significantly higher.
I need to take action with it when I'm scheduling other content now, which is drastically changing the time of when each thing is going up. Because if nothing else, even if I use the same hashtags for the same post for those 3 pages, it's coming back to the same people potentially and reminding them about us, even if they see that same post across all 3 pages.
I do get what you're saying. I think if anything, though, that kind of begs the question of whether or not we should be merging the pages and we're doing it all off one page.
I imagine we get a lot of domestic customers through Facebook. Those domestic customers in Gloucester, it's just that question. Like if they saw that one page and saw we covered multiple areas, would they be more likely to go to somebody else?
I think they may be. We did see that back in the early days when we went from a small DIY style website and we upgraded it to a more professional, larger company website, that one short has proven that you can get a huge reach despite having it spread across 3 pages.
Yeah.
But let's leave it for the time being. But what I'm saying is, like, if you are manually creating 7 videos every single week, if we're creating more, whether that's manually or it means you've got a library of short videos you could maybe use again in 3 months time, another hook at the beginning or whatever, and put back out there again.
I still think that SpongeBob one was quite clever.
When it comes to the shorts, so detail down that structure like of a short, and I think that's what we need to look at is, right, if that's the short, I can't see it's blurring.
Yeah, well, I've done it.
I've been coming up with different strategies to market different services. So I found something that I want to use in the social ads, create a questionnaire using AI, and you kind of put it out there, and then people click on it, fill it in, and to get the information, to get the result, they have to give you their email address, telephone number, etc. Basically, I mean, obviously I'm going to do the most of that anyway. Wanted to try and do is to get you involved in some of that and try and see where your current training is as well.
I don't believe paid ads is going to be in training maybe until like February.
If I kind of go ahead and focus on that and get it up and running, rather than trying to and potentially confusing you more, it's not going to give you enough time to focus on it. If you which you're going to need is if you haven't had any training on it at all yet. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think it will also better prepare us for the outro setting up the following week as well, because there is that constant question of like, well, I can say that Kyle is going to be out on this job next week, but we don't know if Kyle's going to necessarily record it. So
yeah,
if we've got that plan of like, no, we're going to say to Kyle, we need footage of this specific job, then, you know, when the outro comes, we can say Kyle was going to go out to Seth again for some reason, and then we know that it is going to be shown in the next episode. We're delivering on that promise.
Yeah, I agree. Which we can do this on next Wednesday when we've got the guys in, even if we don't use it, but at least you have it and you know what job it is. Cool. All right, if you need anything else, let me know. All right, have a good evening.
Cheers.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Cheers.
have a good evening.
Wednesday, 22nd of November. I'm in the office all day today. We were supposed to have some training with the customer service for sales training, but unfortunately Sarah has a severe migraine, so she's not going to be in today. So we're going to postpone that through till tomorrow, and I'll do that tomorrow with them. It gives me a chance to get ahead. We've got Kyle back in the office as well, just finishing off some filming for the new service that is coming. Again, if you think you know what that is, drop us a comment, let us know, and the first person to guess correctly will send out a bottle of spot stain remover for you, free of charge. So a little bit of a competition there for you. Really excited to get that one up and running as well. The text today, so Kyle was here for a couple of hours this morning, and then he's off and he's doing a big kitchen extractor system clean. Stephen and Scott up at the Dings Crusaders doing the skylights and the window cleaning. Ashley's out on the road sorting some bits and pieces out. She's got lots of site visits to do today. A couple of interviews as well, which I'll let you know about those shortly as well. If you can't change the people, change the people. Effectively, sometimes the people you have just aren't the right people for that particular job. And although we will try and work with them to change them, for want of a better phrase, improve their skills, get them working in the way that the business needs them to be working, and just generally doing the job better, it doesn't always work. Sometimes that job's not quite right for them. Yes, we have to take responsibility. If we haven't trained them properly and we haven't given them all the right tools, then it's not their fault. But essentially, if that still doesn't work, you may still need to change the people, whether it's to a different job or whether or not they're just not a good fit for the company. Unfortunately, that's where we found ourselves with one of the support ops. So if you watched last week's episode, you will know that we went up to 4 support ops to try and get ahead of the game, because we're bringing on so many new sites and we've got big growth plans in the future, but we went up to 4 to do that. However, one of them was just not quite working the Vapor Clean way, and one of the biggest things that we have is reliability, is timekeeping and things along those lines. So we were trying to work with that individual to make them as good as we possibly could, and it didn't work. Effectively, we couldn't get them to change enough to be working the Vapor Clean way. So we've had to let them go, wish them well, and move forward. I'm not going to name the person. It's not going to be difficult to work out, but I'm not going to name them, just to try and be a little bit more discreet about it. We do still want to go up to 4 support ops. So yeah, we're still interviewing and we're doing really well. Ashley's had an interview today with another new support op, already highly trained support op and experienced. Come on, Eric. Highly experienced, BICS qualified already, so we wouldn't have to put that extra training in there. And they're going out for a trial shift, so hopefully we will back up to the right numbers eventually anyway. So shame it doesn't work out. It's always disappointing when it doesn't work out with someone, but that's where we are at the moment. Thought I'd give you that update, promised you that earlier in the week. Sorry it took so long.
Your new home now, is it, Jordan?
Yeah, mate, nice and snug in there.
Mad.
What happens if the camera's like this?
Thursday, 23rd of November, on my way into the office. Customer service training this morning, and then this afternoon I've got another contract clean quote as well, so that'll be good for me. For the technicians, it gets a little bit dark today. They're out on a night job. Kyle's going to talk us through the night clean, what we're doing there, and we've got Lee continuing the training with George, our newest technician, so we'll catch up with him shortly to see how he's getting on and continuing the training basically. Ashley and the contracts team, it's a team of saying thank you and congratulations and all that sort of stuff day to day. It goes a long way to say thank you. Manners cost nothing, and a thank you goes a very long way. So we take the time to go round and make sure we say our thank yous, we say our well dones, we give happy birthdays, congratulations and everything else. And because of a few van issues, Ashley saved a few of those up, so she's got a nice day today. It'd be a nice day for her to go and see the team, give some hugs, give some cakes and stuff like that, and it'd be really nice for her to do. I need to get out and do more of that myself, which is well on my radar, and I shall be doing it soon, but not today unfortunately. So yeah, busy day though across the board, lots of little jobs to do, a few larger jobs as well for all of the team, and customer service have already hit target. So they have hit target this month, which is really good. They've had a busy week, especially with the challenges already. It's a good day.
Carpet cleaning is, I think I picked that up alright. It's just double checking my work.
Yeah. Caught on very well.
I feel alright with ovens. It's again details, rechecking the work, and slowing down.
With the ovens, I think we're doing really well. We need to do a few more hide and slides. So I think we've got the hide and slide training coming up at the monthly meeting. Got some slides and videos for you to watch as well, so we'll go through that then. Like I said, attention to detail, every oven you go to is going to be slightly different to the way the door comes off.
Yeah.
So I think we've done one hide and slide, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I believe we've done a few normal catches that you can just flip up,
Yeah.
door straight off. That's fine. Anything else you want to ask about the job?
No.
Just mainly on the job training.
Just on the job training, I learn better with just doing it than on paper, reading, understanding it.
You're physically doing it.
Yeah, physically doing it, but otherwise, no.
Averages, and that's what we work on, but I want to kind of get that across to you because a lot of this is going to be around sort of the upsell side of things as much as anything else. We are in that time of year now. December is going to be a tough month. December always is, because basically we lose a whole week. Which when we had 3 technicians on the road, that wasn't too bad. That didn't hurt very much. We also need to balance the diary. We know we need to balance the diary to make the most of it. I love my picture.
Square.
The square or the sponge.
Okay.
You know where it's going at, right?
Right.
So sad. That's your big jobs. That's your extractor cleans, your end of tenancies, your deep cleans. That's all your big stuff. We've then got our icing. It was dodgy as fuck, doesn't it?
It's very.
I just wonder what the next bit's
you
gonna
wait.
be.
You wait for the next bit. You're gonna love it. That's your oven cleans, your carpet cleans, your windows, your pressure washing. That's all those 2-3 hour jobs. That's the ones that go on then. They're paying the bills. But what else can we get on the top? And we talked the other day about those upsells. It's your cherries.
I was waiting for
It's your
sprinkles.
upsells.
Sprinkles.
I haven't thought for sprinkles yet. I'll settle for upsells, then we'll start sprinkles. So I've just done the quote visit. Very good site, nice big local business within the Cotswolds. Best way I can sum up that quote visit is it's not cheap if it's not good value. Essentially means if you're paying £15 an hour but you're actually only getting half the amount of time you're supposed to be getting, then you're actually paying £30 an hour. So it's not cheap, is it? Essentially that's exactly what is happening on that site. £15 an hour these days is ridiculous. You cannot have a good cleaning service on a site for £15 an hour. Sorry, not going to happen. By the time you pay wages, national insurance, holiday cover, etc., wasting your time. Simple as that. That customer understands that, and that's why he's picked up the phone. Basically, he is paying for X amount of time, and the person is very often either not turning up, or when they are there, sitting on the phone for a lot of the time. He's got that on CCTV, or not even providing the amount of time they've got contracted for. When it gets reported to the company just basically go, oh sorry, didn't realise that, we'll provide some extra hours next time, and they never do. So yeah, it's nice to hear when a company says, well, I've only rang you because of the reputation you've got and the referrals that people have given me about you, and what the service you say is you're going to provide. I don't really need multiple quotes. I know that I'm going to get good value for money. I'm not looking for the cheapest, I'm looking for good value for money. So really confident about that. Nice site visit. I shall get the quote over to them tomorrow, and we'll see where we go. Never like to count my chickens, so we'll see where we go tomorrow.
Pretty much just that. Yeah, just a little bit here now, really. So it's currently Thursday night. Currently standing in a restaurant, takeaway Chinese place called Chili Daddy. Myself and Stephen are here to do an extractor clean, not just the clean, a visual report on the entire system. State of the canopy, grimy, quite dirty, but this is what it's turning out to come out like. Coming out really clean, fresh. Aha! Stephen's in the ceiling, ducting itself.
ceiling. The fans there at the back. These are air boxes that can't be opened. And then the ducting runs along in the ceiling. Right, that's us done for the night. Extractor came out pretty good. Very clean, filters, all of the inside. Unfortunately, we couldn't access the fan. The access up there is very, very limited, as they use it for a storage facility as well. So they're gonna have to empty out the whole loft for us to actually be able to get to where we want to get to. Other than that, very successful clean. Canopy came out really nice. Thank you for joining us and see you on the next one.
Friday 24th of November, just arrived at the office. Should be a slightly quieter day today. For me, I've got a couple of quotes to send out. The one that I went to yesterday, and then we've got a school that we're quoting for. We quite often get plans and specs sent over to us and we can just quote it that way. That's a long burn. That's going to be months before that comes off, if it does, due to the fact they're actually just building the school. So on the contract side, quite a busy day again. Trial shift in Hatherley today because the support ops have got that one up and running. But we also have a trial shift for a new support operative as well. So we'll see how that goes. They're going to be riding along with Kirk. They're going over to Thatcher's Cider and a few other sites to basically get to know us so we can get to know them and see if we're all on the same wavelength. On the specialist side, a little bit quieter. We've got a very large end of tenancy and lots of smaller jobs. Tech Ashley has to go and pick up a machine because we did have a breakdown on one of the carpet machines last week. It's lucky we've got so many machines, otherwise we'd be letting customers down, and we don't like to do that. So yeah, let's crack on with today. So we had the trial shift today for the new support op. Didn't work out, to be fair. He basically said it wasn't for him. Seemed like it was going to be too hard to work. And he wanted to only work on sites that were perfectly clean. Well, when you're working as a support operative and you're setting up new sites and you're doing deep cleans to get the new sites set up and get them up to standard, you're also going to be auditing other operatives as well to make sure sites are absolutely spot on. That's not what it's going to be like, and it is hard work, you know. It's constant all the time to keep things going. So that's fine. I mean, I appreciate the honesty, and that is why we have such an efficient interview process, and we do the trial days so they get to experience exactly what it's like. So the search continues on that front, but there we go. That's a wrap for this week. Join us next week when the competition is on, in more than one way too. Kyle completes a deep clean in a neglected property for a vulnerable couple, and it's monthly meeting day once again. Thanks very much for watching. Please do click the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell so you get the heads up when we publish another video. See you next week.